take complements for the Boolean function. Okay, so we are going to take complements for the Boolean function. So for that, you have to assume a function. So here, since we are saying it as function, I am assuming this variable for a function, that is alphabet to be f. Okay, so how I have to say that as complement means I have to take the inverse of it. That is, if I am saying f is 1 means, then 0 is called as complement. If I am saying f is 0 means, 1 is called as complement. Okay, so it is just opposite to the other. Okay, so here complement of the function is always represented as f dash or f bar. Okay, so now next, if we are going for taking complement, the main thing what we are going to use is De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so do you remember De Morgan's theorem, ma? You remember De Morgan's theorem? Okay, so this is, you have two simple formulas in De Morgan's. One is, see here what I have given is, you can take complement for as many number of variables. Okay, so you might have studied, when you studied your De Morgan's theorem, you might have studied like this: a plus b the whole bar. Okay, so this is your first formula which you have studied. A plus b the whole bar is equal to, how I can write this? Okay, a dash. Okay, so this plus will become multiplication, that is addition will become multiplication, and this whole bar will become individual bar, that is whole complement will become individual complement. Individual complement means, see, I broke this whole bar and I have just written as a dash into b dash. Okay, so this is what is your general De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so with the two alphabets, just for the clarification, we studied with the two alphabets. Okay, now it is not the thing that you have to apply De Morgan's theorem only for these two alphabets. It can be any number of terms. Okay, it can be 3 variable, 4 variable, 5 variable. Okay, that is what is given here. Okay, so a plus b plus c, like that. If I am taking any number of alphabets, if I do whole bar, what I have to do is, I break this whole bar and I just make individual bars, and this addition will become multiplication. Okay, so this is our first De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so what is our second De Morgan's theorem? Second De Morgan's theorem is A into B. Okay, so A into B the whole bar or whole dash. Okay, so this is nothing but A dot B, or if I am writing A, B, A and B nearer, it means that it is multiplication only. Okay, so if I am not keeping this dot also, it is understood that it is multiplication. Okay, so same De Morgan's law means, what I have to do? I have to break this whole bar. Okay, so I am going to break this whole bar and I am going to make individual bar A dash. Okay, so what is this B? B dash. How many alphabets I am having? I am breaking this whole bar and making individual bars. Okay, now what I am having between these alphabets is multiplication. Okay, so multiplication dot will be converted to addition or. Okay, so and function will become this dot, you call it as and. Okay, so this and function will become what function? Or function. Okay, that is dot will become plus. This is what you have to remember when you are doing your De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so these two concepts we are going to use for taking your complements. Okay, so one second, ma, one second. Or function to AND function. So simply what they say is interchange AND and OR operators and complementing each literal. This is what you call it as complementing a function. Okay. Do you understand this statement, ma? Complement of a function. Shall we move on to the problem? Shall we move on to the problem?
Yes, ma'am.
You understood what is your complement statement? You have any doubt, ma? Okay, so we'll move on to the next. You are able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You are able to hear me, no? Okay. Now we'll go for the next problem. Okay, so next we'll go for problems. See, for your first question is find complement for the function. Find complement for the function. You are given a function f is equal to x dash y is a dash. So it is a product term. Okay. So x dash y is going to be a product term plus x dash y dash z. So this is x dash y dash z is a product term. Okay. So what will happen is you can say this way also. The product term will become sum term and sum term will become product term. Okay. So what actually is happening here? You are having two product terms and you are adding this product term. Okay. So when you take complements, you will get the reverse of this. You will be having sum term and you will multiply that sum term. If you are getting the answer that way, then the complement is correct. Okay. So now let us go to the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take complement. So you should not simplify this and all. What is the question given? As such you have to give and you have to take complement. Okay. So you have two product terms. You can see you are made this whole bar. Okay. So you are given this whole bar. This two product terms. So the function which is given, no, that is made in the bracket and it is been made whole dash. And the function you are going to take complement. So it is taken as f dash. Okay. You can see this. After this, you can find this. Okay. So f dash okay. You can see f dash equal to the question I have written as such and I have marked here dash. Okay. Now next what I have to do, we know we are going to break this whole bar. Okay. So what we are going to do is first product term we are going to take and we are going to use dash here. Okay. So the next step becomes x dash y is a dash the whole dash. Okay. So after this, the second product term you have to take and you put dash here. So x dash y dash is the whole dash. So you are having this whole dash, no, that we have broken now. Okay. So first step, this is your first step. Okay. So after that, what you have to do, one more thing what I have to do is this plus has to be changed to dot. So the plus we are changing to dot. Okay. So this is what is change or to and. Okay. Now next, after that, see always when you solve any problem, you should not have whole bar at all. Okay. You can see x dash y is a dash the whole dash you are having. Okay. So you take this whole dash inside. So if I am taking this inside, what actually I'll get? So shall I write here? I'll just write here. Okay. So it is equal to, see, x dash. Okay. So what I'll get here is x. So let me put this bracket. Okay. So x, I am taking this dash inside. So already I am having a dash. One more dash I am putting. Okay. So if I am taking this inside, this and has to be changed to or. So this multiplication will become addition. Okay. Now I am having y. Okay. So y the whole dash. Okay. Next, this dot has to be taken as addition plus z dash is already available. So the whole dash has to be taken. So it becomes double dash. Okay. Into. Okay. So your next variable is x dash. Okay. So you have to bring this whole dash inside. So this whole dash, no, you are having this whole dash here. That has to be taken inside. So this becomes double dash now. Plus, okay. Now already you have y dash and this dash has to be taken inside. So one more dash we have to place. Okay. So plus, next is z. Okay. So take z dash. Okay. Now after this what we are going to do is, if I'm doing any variable double dash, then it will become the variable itself. Okay. So that is a double bar or, okay, any variable. A is any variable. A double bar or a double dash means I can write it as a, because double inversion will be always cancelled. Okay. So if I am having two inversions, this dash represents inversion. Okay. So double inversion, two inversion is there. No, two dash means it means that double inversion. So double inversion means it will be always cancelled. Okay. So you will be getting the alphabet as just a. Okay. So using this theorem, what we are going to do is x double dash will become x, y dash. So I am writing y dash as such. Z double dash is becoming z. X double dash will become x, because x double dash double inversion will be cancelled. Y double dash will become y, because double inversion will be cancelled. Then is a dash. Okay. So this is what is your complement of the function. Now we got the answer f dash. F dash is what complement of that particular function. Okay. So you can check two product terms is added when, which is your question. Okay. So after complementing what I got, two sum terms. So this is called sum term. Okay. X plus y dash plus